Irene 7 will wave her hand at the wall, and a door will appear and slowly descend into the ground, so you guys can see a clear passageway as you guys get a whiff of cold and fresh air just up your nostrils, and you can taste. Oh, you can smell a little cinnamon in the air around. Nice little holiday spirit. Do you guys want to rest here, or do you think it's better for you guys to keep going?
I don't know, help me
What time of day is it?
You guys are still inside, so you won't know. But if you just while looking outside, it's daylight. That's the best you got right now.
Oh, okay. I thought we were all already in Nana's village.
No. You guys are just after you just defeated the Red Dragonborn and his Wormling. That's where we're at still.
Okay.
Do you guys want to proceed forward or stay in this one area and then sleep and then go?
Do any perception for any special weaponry?
What was that?
Or other can I do a perception for any other weaponry that might be around, or shields or anything of the nature?
It's just gold.
I'd like to sleep and go, personally.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you want to get back up to top.
Yes.
I might want to get back to my tip top, even though we just took on 13 kobolds today, Wormling and a Dragonborn.
I can give you another healing. I got some new spell slots.
I'm at 22 and I'm at 49. I think I just want to be at my max.
What is your max?
49.
I don't know if you guys can hear it, but I'm playing Christmas music.
No, I can hear it.
If it's too loud, let me know.
Now, like, following along to the music while they're making this decision. Let's just sleep.
Alright, so Irene will just...
We're supposed to be able to get a resting spot at Irene 7 if it's possible to go back to the resting area. Since we're supposed to get 3 of them.
That was it. If we continue the dungeon, though, I think we need to chill here.
Well, yeah, since you're mainly at the exit, you can just simply relax here if you want, or relax inside of the forest straight ahead.
Nah, we relax in here.
Okay.
Let's enjoy the warmth one last time before we have to go.
Yeah. I forgot how needy adventurers are.
We'll do some praying and resting and...
Okay, so I'm assuming you guys want your full 8 hours.
Yeah.
Alright, so you guys would spend the rest of the day and your sleeping time here. So probably just polish up your weapons, count your gold, talk, play some games, yada until you need to go to sleep and then sleep. During this time, you guys feel nice, feel relaxed, joyful. It's pretty nice that just the 4 of you were able to deal with combat. Just nice, being able to just work as a team and being able to do more than just one thing before the creature was destroyed. So that's a nice little feeling you guys got, and the confidence. You guys are on a nice little confidence high. Whether that's high will make you guys act foolishly or not, that will be up to you, but you do have a confidence boost. And no, it's not it's not inspiration or any bardic knowledge or bardic inspiration like that. It's just...
Does Arthur still have bardic inspiration from that dream sequence ago?
Arthur needs all the help he can get right now. God knows, don't even know where he's at right now.
Tyler, how much do you want to bet he actually got bamfed back to the gun force?
Oh God, no.
Well, Brophy, you said it. Roll it. Roll me that percentile, Brophy. Let's see if he gets bamfed.
Oh no.
Okay.
That's what happened. He was looking at the teleporter thing and he got bamfed away.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Okay, I can't find my percentile die, so I'll use this blue one. 10, this green one, and for 1. That's a 59.
Alright, dude. He got bamfed somewhere.
I know he got the somewhere.
But where, Peter? Where?
Where bear?
Where's our smart boy?
I'm gonna love it when like Zairi just gets put somewhere by herself and like describe your party members. Well, I have a smart boy. There's a good boy. There's a hairy kind of somewhat boy. There's a big lizard boy.
Steely boy.
And then there's a steely boy. Oh, but there's also a good girl too. There's also like a good girl.
And then the girl of my dreams.
It's gonna be great when Zairi gets captured and just like, describe your party to us. Are you sure? Yes.
It's like when you ask a little kid while you're working, what's his third favorite dinosaur? He gives you a 5-paragraph essay. And he goes, no. What are you talking about? I'm letting that kid talk up a storm. You didn't have my time.
Alright, so you guys wake up. You pray, you get your spells ready, you guys are healed. You have a nice little breakfast, whatever rations or supplies you guys had from stocking up on a previous town. Whoever does the cooking, I don't know who does the cooking amongst you four. Okay, Jedi. Jedi does his usual cooking. We'll give you a nice little, like a 12 on your cooking proficiency. Unless you want to roll it.
I'm sorry, what am I rolling?
So this is one of the things we haven't really touched on, since there was like so many of you guys. But since now we're down to like at least 4 players, we can kind of get into the fun stuff of where kind of like who does what during downtimes. Like, does Jedi do the cooking? Like, who does the hunting? Kind of needs like one thing to where if one of your party members were to leave, it kind of makes the fun of, oh crap, our cook just left. Damn it.
Where's Sanji? We can need him.
Yeah, well, like, like David's character, like, oh, our healer just left. But wait, our healer is also our spokesperson. Crap. Stuff like that. And now everyone can kind of like take on a role of, this party member cooks, so this party member is our spokesperson. This party member does this. Since we're in a small enough group now.
I have a disadvantage on stealth, so I probably shouldn't do hunting.
Yeah, I'm gonna do like a survival.
I mean, me and Jedi should go together, but.
I have proficiency in survival, just not in stealth.
Out of the Jet Force, you have access to all your power. We can do a hunting party together.
Okay.
That was the main reason why, I had Jedi Bailiff that day, was because, okay, Kurt's character doesn't have access to 2/3 of her stuff. We should not fight.
But that was like arrow anyway. Huh.
Well, yeah, send
Gotta
something.
keep it on brand, Brokey.
Now we got him off his rhythm. Now we gotta start running.
I definitely, the more and more we get Serena's character developed, the more and more I want to make like slogans and t-shirts of what she does.
I want to be the most memeable character on this campaign. Let's go.
I feel like between you and Yesley's character,
You're about to say definitely Yesley.
You guys are the most meme / slogans or catchphrases that we have.
Which is funny because I feel like it was between me and Rowan when we first.
Yeah, when we first started. Then it was constantly Louise for getting hit, but now it's swapped over. The dynamic, but nonetheless, and I do have some flavor text for you guys, so yay. So you guys will get up, you enjoy Brophy's cooking, realizing that this is probably the first time you guys actually tasted his cooking, because you guys went from town to town, so you didn't really need to camp outside. And I think the first rest you guys did in this dungeon, Irene provided the food. So other than that, it's the first time you guys taste Brophy's cooking, and it's not that bad. It's just decent. I mean, it's not the worst, but it's also not the greatest. But it's a good first attempt.
I'm happy.
And no one died. After that, put all the food away, do a little dishes and all that fun stuff. Irene will remind you guys your gold will be provided to you when you leave this time lock. So onward you go, and she kind of like ushers you guys all out. As you proceed to leave, you'll get this lovely flavor text. Welcome all to the Winter Wonderland Forest. And your characters do hear this. Just beyond this magnificent forest is Santa's village, home to all of Santa's helpers. The Winter Wonderland is home to many wildlife. Some of them are polar bears, wild boar, owl bears, snow monkeys, and many more. It will take about one full day to reach the village as long as you stay on the paths ahead of you. If not, then you will become lost in the forest and be at the mercy of those who live in it. And the one who is speaking to you guys directly is, yes, it's me, Irene 7. I have put my essence into your weapons because I do request your aid. I need you to bring me to Santa himself. He's in trouble right now, but sadly I do not know what kind of trouble. I can feel his essence in a very confusing state right now. I will be able to help him as much as I can while we're in this realm. I'll be able to help you guys as much as we're in this realm. As you travel to the Winter Wonderland, as you travel the forest of Winter Wonder, you are filled with joy and hope. As you look at the trees, you can notice that they have different color pine cones hanging from their branches. The color goes red, blue, green, blue, red, and green, and then it repeats. They are lit up as well, by the way. So Christmas lights.
Green, blue, red. Is that what it was?
Red, blue, green, blue, red, green. And then it repeats in that format.
Thank you.
You all hear Christmas music coming from your weapons. Irene Irene says, I'm sorry, but I'm programmed to play music while you are in this realm. Not to worry, only you can hear it, so you can be as sneaky as you like.
Well, that's new.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up the Discord and post a picture. Irene will also go. I do have a map for you all. So what is going to happen is just remain calm, and the image will appear right in front of you as though it is an illusion. What's my maps? Oh, the maps and stuff. Santa's village. Santa's Santa's place. Not Santa. Apparently, if I put one too many A's, my computer does not know Santa. You know what? You guys know what I'm talking about. Upload. That image appears right in front of you guys. You guys, again, will be probably about 30 feet into this forest on the pathway. So from the bottom center, you guys are just in that realm. You are free to explore the forest if you want, or you can continue forward. It does take, again, about a day's travel. So you will have to make camp here unless you want to do a forced march to Santa Village.
Or we can just make a spot in between your enemies.
Yeah, you can make a campsite about halfway.
I'm transferring in my computer, so I'm dropping out real quick.
Okay.
Is that a bridge here that goes over like a water source or something?
Yeah. So Irene will explain that Santa Village is actually on a small little island. That it is surrounded by water that comes from higher up into the mountains that drains into this section. And then this section continues on into another level. So we're about on the second level of this mountain. Below us will be the first level to where this water drains into the villages below us. Right now the river is frozen on the surface, but water still passes freely under it. So the people below us can still get the water. So as you were coming probably to the beginning of the cave, you probably still noticed that water was flowing down from the mountains into the rivers and whatnot. You can see that the island does have its own little wildlife, so they do have trees that borders. On the top left corner is actually Santa's tower. That is his work location. What was that?
Sorry.
Okay.
Dog.
I was like, ah. On the top right corner leads more into the mountains and into the wildlife. Not much is known about anything of that. It's just a lot of villagers stay away from that spot unless it's absolutely necessary.
So we're all ready to head out?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. So you guys are going to just head straight to Santa's Village?
On the road?
Oh yeah, there's a road.
Yeah, let's stick to the path for now.
Yeah.
I'm not going to fight an owlbear. Are you?
Nope.
I fought one before.
Right.
It yeeted me across the forest. That was not fun.
It did. But then you guys blew it up. All I heard was Brophy laughter and banging. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So one of the fun things that we haven't got touched on is random encounters, which happens on sometimes of your travels that you randomly either get attacked or you randomly will just be able to pass by something. So I'm gonna roll. I made an encounter sheet and I'm gonna roll. See what you guys might encounter, or if you encounter anything at all. All right. It's a lovely thing. So you guys will travel. Oh, that's...
Hey, so Peter, I've got a proficiency in survival as being an outlander to begin with. Would I have like perception on, or at least survival checks on like any strange footprints or anything? Because I'm assuming it's snowy. I would be able to see if there's anything. Or wandering around us, at least by footprints or anything like that.
Yeah, let's take a look at what survival actually gives you. Yeah, I have it open.
Okay. So I thought you were looking up, and I already had a character sheet up, and I was looking to read it for you.
Okay, so survival checks to follow tracks, hunt wild game, guide a group through frozen wastelands, identify signs that owlbears live nearby, predict the weather, and avoid quicksands and other nature's hazards.
That's exactly what I said.
Yeah.
More or less, yeah.
Yeah, more or less what you wanted. Since you are, again, staying on the path, there's not really any footprints that cross this path much. But since this will be for your lengths of travel, till you guys stop and make camp, go ahead and roll me a survival.
I have survival.
Yeah, if you have it, you just go ahead and aid David, so we'll give David an advantage.
I was going to say, 3 of us. I think Zyler also has survival as well. Also, all 4 of us have survival.
Unfortunately, the advantage does not stack, but if...
No, I know. I was,
but if Yesley wanted to aid Vera... Yesley wanted to aid Vera, yeah. Vera aid Zyri. That means Zyri can roll 1 as well with advantage.
Can I aid Jedi, please?
Fine, you can aid Jedi.
Okay, yay!
Want to do that, Yesley?
You can do it. I have
Alright.
to it.
There.
I got 13.
13?
Well, neither of those were great.
No, I will 4 and 5.
15.
Okay. Well, it's actually not that bad. Remember, even rolling bad, most DCs are dependent upon difficulty. So if you're trying to look for like a trail that was a couple days ago, that might be a higher DC. But if you're looking for fresh trails, that'd be a different thing. Just a general for you guys, a general kind of, since you're doing survival checks. As you're staying on the path and you're looking to kind of left and right, kind of seeing if you can see like different paw prints or broken branches or knocked down trees, or, any of that kind, to see if there's any wildlife nearby you that would have maybe relaying a trap for you guys, or if you're close to a den of like a bear or so. I'll go off of that creature's stealth. And let's see if you guys beat it. Ooh. I think you guys said it's 13 and 14, right?
I think it was 15.
Mine was 13.
15. It was 15 months.
Nice, yeah. Okay, so that means yes. So you guys do see some tracks that are kind of nearby you guys. Kind of in your general on your right hand side.
Come here.
They're about 30 feet off to the side, so the trees aren't so closely like dense to each other. They're nicely spread out to where it's either 5 or 10 feet between the trees. These are large tracks. From the distance you guys are at, you can't tell exactly what they are. You have to get closer and give a investigation check to determine those tracks if you would like to do that.
Proficiency investigation, but we're gonna try.
Go for it.
We were also warned to stay on the path too. So just throwing that out there.
I'm only stepping on for 30 feet and stepping back.
But one smaller thing fitting us in the butt.
Say it again?
Smaller things fitting us in the butt.
Alright, then let's keep going. If anything, we'll just have something pop out of it.
We can tie a rope to you.
Do it.
For 30 feet.
50 feet of rope, right?
Yeah, do it. Tie a rope to him, send him out. If anything happens, you can get another character in the next village.
Yeah. I want to see this Macho Man character.
my professional wrestling board.
Put him out there. I'll tie it for you. I promise.
Okay, I'm gonna take a look at the track.
You can trust me. No. Wink, wink.
You can trust the new guy.
Roll investigation, you said?
Well, hold on. Are you really going out?
No.
Okay, I mean, I'm fine if you are. I just wanted to know if David's gonna tie a rope to you.
You can only do them.
Alright, fine. I'll just take a look at the stupid track.
Are you gonna wait for your cleric to tie a rope to you, or are you just gonna go out?
I'll just hold on to one end.
Okay.
Tie it around me. If you feel the rope goes slack, then you know something's wrong.
If the rope out of nowhere just, you know that Brophy went somewhere.
I got 20 strength. I know I can pull you back.
Alright, so I'll roll an investigation. Not great, that's a 12.
Alright.
That ancient white dragon that you just saw tomorrow?
Ancient blue dragon of the wondrous sky dragons was a former pet of the Avatar. You know how it goes. All dragons are meant to be someone. Well, Merry Christmas. Alright, so Brophy goes out and he's like, I got this, guys. I can investigate it. So we'll say the path is about 20 feet wide. Which the one time I needed my marker, the one time I don't have it.
Oh, Vera, if you can still hear me, I need your initiative.
So I'm assuming we would have Jedi and David's character.
Wow.
Balasar?
Okay, we all know I'm not gonna get this correct anytime soon without you guys saying David gets a gold.
Balasar.
Balazar.
Jedi, Balasar.
Well, fine. I will keep attempting to say his name, and if I get it wrong, it's literally not on purpose.
Yeah, I just like looking on you about it.
I know. At least it's not Brent. I keep saying Brenner's name wrong.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah,
for like a month. So that's why I just kept going her, she, the small one.
Yeah.
So Jedi will go about 30 feet, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, into the forest to where the track is at. He goes in and investigates it. And then, Jedi, what's your AC? All right. Do. All right. So as Jedi goes and investigates it, going, oh, I know what these tracks are. I've seen them before. And as he looks back to you guys, like, guys, there, Jedi gets swatted 15 feet to another tree. And as he hits the tree and falls to the ground, and as snow kind of covers him, and he pops his head out, he goes, they're tracks of an owlbear. Ow.
So we can see this happening, correct?
Oh yeah. So as you guys were, since you guys were kind of like looking for the tracks and everything, this owlbear is its feathers and fur is snow white. So it's a very white color. So it blended perfectly into its environment, to where it just for the split second it looks like Jedi just got hit by a giant snowball. But when he said owlbear, it kind of just shaked off the remaining coat of snow, and you can see the feathers and everything finally from this thing. So Jedi, your damage that you took, and apparently Christmas is on your side, because I rolled 2 1s. But you would take a whopping of 7 damage.
It's a little bit of muscle memory, muscle reactive memory, where it's like, I'm flying, there's the tree, and there's the landing.
I was about to say, Serena was about to just ruin my plan right there. She was just like, "I'll be funny if it's an owlbear."
Yes, Lee, I still need your initiative for fighting this way.
8.
8, thank you. Still there, Peter?
And owlbear's initiative will be a 12.
Okay.
And as you guys, as Jedi gets hit, Irene 7 will go over to little comms and goes, owlbears, native to this land, will set traps for prey and smack them to the trees so they could be unconscious and then devoured by the owlbear. They can blend in with the snow since they have, over the years, used it as camouflage. They tend to be giant piles of snow to most people, but to the trained naked eye, you can see the beak pointing out. That gives it away. But most people don't look for that, or forget to look at it, because owlbears will set a trap by using their paw print down on the ground as bait.
This is good information to have now.
Information comes as it goes.
Yeah, well, I have a slight feeling that was written 2 seconds ago.
Maybe. Bless you. Alright, so who's at
I'm
the...
mad. I did the very thing I was told not to do.
Yep. Trying to win you.
No. You did not try to.
That's why I give you a good dog.
You did the exact opposite of warning Jedi.
That's what I was trying to give you. I tried to give that information at the beginning, and then once you were going out there, I gave you a rope so you wouldn't get lost.
Yes, you were worried about getting lost.
Oh, you're also going to put, I got another creature on initiative. It's going to be E.T. And E.T. has a 17.
Should it phone home?
Well, that would make it first in initiative.
All right. So as everyone, kind of like sees Jet High gets knocked back, and he's in snow, and the owlbear is just looking at him in a very aggressive manner. Everyone from behind you guys, since it's down the road, can hear shaking of trees and footsteps, just blah blah blah, or crushing of snow. And as you guys turn around, you guys see it.
Well, fuck you, Brophy. This is all your fault.
He will pick up a branch and then he will throw it at Good Boy.
How dare! I still blame Brophy 100% for this.
And he will miss Good Boy. So he's just got this jug and he just looks at you guys, and both heads do a roar. And the head with the more of the red Christmas painting face will look to the one with the green face paint on it, and will just say, "You missed. Wolf's hard to hit in snow."
Is there a Pokédex entry for this beam?
One, I don't know what a Pokemon is, but it is a Entid. Usually, they travel alone. They will often have pets with them. Normally, wolves or other small creatures to do their bidding, but this one seems to have an owlbear as a pet. And it seems like they have been lured you guys into a trap.
As you know, I was literally gonna ask if I could tame the owlbear too, but guess it belongs to someone else.
So who's next in the initiative?
Valerie.
Decisions. How far away is the thing with two heads?
5, 10, 15, 20, 21. About 30 feet from you on your left side.
See if any of them hit. Good lord. And 21 hit.
21 does hit.
Oh.
What was that?
For 9 damage.
Alright.
And does an 18 hit?
18 does hit.
7 damage.
Alright.
Look at my good boy and be like, are you alright?
He looks at you and just smiles.
He's so So is he also 30 feet? Like, is he right next to me? Is he also like 30 feet from the arrow bear?
Yeah, he's about 30 feet. Good Boys took 10 feet ahead of you, so the walking order was at least 10 feet from each other. So he can go and attack the thing if he needs to.
Yes, he does. He does need to.
Alright. And then as you send him to attack, the heads go, "Dinner attacking!"
No!
Don't like when dinner attacks.
No!
We just hungry. 19 hits.
I mean, to be fair, if a piece of chicken left off his plate and smacked him in the face, you would find that really weird.
And 7 damage.
Alright. Would that be it for Good Boy?
That will be it for Good Boy.
Alright.
Alright. Alisar, you're up next.
Alright, and so I guess my first question is he still holding on to the rope?
No. He would have let go at this point.
Well, damn. Alright, well, I guess I'll put down the rope for a minute. So, but at least if I put it down, the leg will still lead back to the road.
Yeah, I mean, you guys can clearly see him, so you guys still have line of sight of him.
Yeah, 20 feet is not far.
Yeah, I know, but there's some magical shit going on in this land, and I don't trust it. So, I'm gonna cast Sacred Flame onto the two-headed monster. That's a big saving throw for him.
Alright.
David, I want magical stuff. Also, David, I don't trust this. It's full of magical stuff.
I'm glad you called him out on that, because if you weren't, I was going to.
Hey, being realistic.
Does a whopping 5 pass?
It's not gonna pass.
Okay.
It's gonna take 12 points of damage.
Ouch.
Standing out my hands like this, blasting out some Sacred Flame right at him, and it hits him like that with a nice red glow. Also, I'd like to use a bonus action to get my spiritual weapon up and at him, right behind him. 25 to hit.
Yep, that would hit.
And that will be a lightning bolt of shattering. Oh, that's nice. A lightning bolt appears right behind him and zaps him in the head for 8 points of damage.
Ooh. He does not look happy.
It should be.
What about the other face?
They both don't look happy.
Oh, okay.
Forgot about the two heads. Yeah, I forgot about that.
I thought one would be like, it's your fault. Well, it's my turn with the body today.
All you would hear, we just wanted to eat. Oh.
Up next will be the owlbear's turn.
The owlbear will turn away from you. It will charge. Oh god. Our cleric. And he will roll an attack.
Alright.
Alright, so first attack will be a 24.
That's gonna hit.
Second attack will be a 22.
Yep.
And third attack will be an 18.
18. That'll hit.
Okay, so all three will hit. So this bear, this white snowball of doom, just rushes you and just pecks at you and then claws you. So I will give you the total damage. Do you want me to give you the total damage or one at a time?
Whatever. Total's fine.
Okay, so Nope, that's a D10. I was like, that's not what I want. Okay. 41 points of damage.
Well, I want to use my Wrath of the Storm reaction too to give it 2 d8s worth of lightning damage.
Alright.
But it's a dex saving throw for them.
Okay. Does a 15 pass?
15 is my AC. Or DC, I'm sorry.
Yeah, he passes.
Boo!
I'm gonna give him 4 points of damage.
How many points?
4.
Alright. So as Broface is kind of like getting like his vision and everything back, he does see that this owlbear, they just like run up and kind of annihilate the cleric. And a thought goes through your head, Broface, like, huh, now people know how I feel. But after the owlbear,
that would be me.
hey.
I can't help that this was partially my fault. Can I get to the owlbear in my movement?
Unfortunately, you cannot. You're 10 feet off.
10 feet off. Okay, I will then move. So I am I'll go my full movement, just so I can get close to it. I'll activate Fighting Spirit, so that way I give myself advantage and also resistance on most attacks. But also I'll fire 2 arrows into the owlbear.
All right.
I'm gonna do that. 22 to hit.
Yeah, that would definitely hit.
That is also not the right die. I cannot use a D12 or long. I'm wearing my D8s. Why is it always the last bag I grab? That'll be 5 points of piercing damage for 1 arrow.
Okay.
I will shoot my second. So the natural 18 I think becomes like a 23.
23 hits.
That'll be 6 points of damage.
All right. He got 2 arrows in his back and just looks even more pissed. And hungry. Who's after Jedi?
After Jedi is Vera.
All right, Vera, what you gonna do? 5, 10, 15, 20. The owlbear is 20 from you, and then the NT is about 25 from you. So one's on your right, one's on your left.
Is it an Ent Yeti? Is that why it's called an Enti?
Ah, it's ETTIN.
I'll do firebolt towards the owlbear.
All right, go ahead and roll your attack. Serena, you get 5 gold.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20
Yeah,
hits.
right. Dirty 20.
Gotta enjoy that music while we can. Yeah.
Up next will be top of the initiative with the NP and then Xylery. I'm gonna put my dog in real quick.
10-4.
18. Down.
18. God damn. All right. Would that be it for you?
Yeah.
All right. Okay. So the NT will go to the very top. And we'll kind of like look around, very like confused on like what to hit, because it did just get like annihilated in the face by a couple of things and like get shot quite a bit.
It hits itself in confusion.
Unfortunately, if you guys had a confusion spell, I would go with that, but I don't think you guys do. So
No, you're not.
what he's going to do is he's going to attempt to grab Good Boy and then toss Good Boy at you guys. So he will. It will be pretty much in the acrobatics check. So Good Boy needs to roll an athletics or acrobatics against my DC.
I'm not. Nine?
Unfortunately, that did not pass.
Bad.
So he will just pick up Good Boy.
No.
But instead of breaking, actually, he's gonna see if I don't know. Let's see if I can break Good Boy's back. I'm kidding. He's not gonna pull Batman. But he. We just got the picture done so you guys can just see what Good Boy looks like and then break the back. Then Good Boy's just gonna have a Batman cowl on.
Stop.
He's just gonna wear, like, whenever he comes back from healing, he's gonna be like, I am the darkness.
You're merely a doctor.
I am Bat Boy. So he will make a improvised throw at you, Zaire. So he's gonna hit you with Good Boy. Well, for the first time in my history, with you guys.
No.
Oh yeah.
No.
Oh no! It's quite the opposite, Brophy. Double 20s on a disadvantage check. So he picks up Good Boy, and it is a pure rage of them just saying, "We are hungry!" Whoa. And have you guys seen that, like, the little, like, TikTok of Vine where it's just like, "Oh, I'm about to get my my face rocked or my shit rocked."
This moment that we realized.
Yeah. That moment just happens to Zaire, and Good Boy just comes slamming into her, knocking them about 25 feet back in just a pure force. 5, 10, 15, 20. Go ahead and roll me both a athletics check to see if you guys get prone. Athletics or acrobatics, one of those two. Whichever one for you is higher.
Who's doing this?
The NT.
Oh, who's doing the rolls for the?
Zaire.
So okay.
14. Or you want me to roll for both of them?
Yes. Roll for you and then one for your Good Boy.
That was 14 for Zaire.
Okay.
And then 9 for the Good Boy. We're fucked.
So, hey, at least, Christmas, yay. So as, again,
Going.
as that happens, Zaire just get hit with a full force of, pretty much almost a large wolf at this point, because Good Boy does dramatically way more than your skinny elf body. And even though he's purely made of shadow, he still does have like a mass and everything. But just the force of what the entity provides, it just slams you guys together and just crates you into the ground like they do on Dragon Ball Z. Whenever they hit the ground, you just see that little like crater, that small crater that they form as they go around. Didn't get Yamcha just yet, but you would take a whopping 18 points of damage from Good Boy hitting you from the force, and then from the skidding 20 or 30 feet on the ground. So that would be the Enti's turn.
Now it's Zyler's turn.
Well, I'm out, right? Or
you guys are prone, so you guys both took 18 points of damage, and you guys are prone. And Good Boy kind of just looks at you with a very shocked face. I'm like, what the fuck just happened?
And I'm looking back at him with the same face.
Irene 7 will go, that looked like it hurt.
Yeah, fucking did.
So what would you like to do?
What the fuck can I do?
I think for the one that you guys haven't said that in so long. You can get up. You can have you and Good Boy at the ready. You can fire arrows at NT. You can try to convince the NT you mean no harm. You can just straight out go, I'm gonna insult you. Take my arrows. You can blame us.
I want him to take my arrows.
You can look at Brophy's character, Jet High, and go, this is all your fault!
I will do that, actually. It's all your fault. I knew we should have got off the trail.
Stop the dragon more. You talk me into it.
You didn't have to listen, though.
So do you want after you blame Jed High for this being his fault, do you want to do something, or do you want to just like kind of like back off on your turn and just let the NT know that like, hey, we don't mean to invade your territory, or do you just want to like shoot him and knock him out or kill him? You plenty of options for you guys to do.
I will de-summon the Good Boy, let him rest for a bit, because I just feel bad for him right now. Like, I know we like being together, but you need to chill right now. And I will try and fire upon you.
Alright, so Good Boy just listens to you and goes, without any argument or anything. You'll stand back up, and then you can go ahead and fire your arrows.
Holy shit, what is with these? There's a whopping 11 hit.
11 does not hit.
Yeah. These starts are getting thrown away. Arrow roller. Serena's not doing too well after that hit.
Oh no.
Zyler is very dazed and confused.
Like it. Would that be the end of your turn?
It shall be, yes.
Alright. Next.
It's Balasar.
Balazar Z.
You were so close.
I was so close, and then I missed.
Balasar on deck.
Alright, so close my eyes for a moment. A blue shimmering entity or force comes over me. I'm going to cast Cure Wounds on myself. It did take 41 points of damage.
You did.
I'm gonna do it at the 3rd level, so I can try to actually get healed.
10-4. I mean, to be fair, you did take 3 attacks from this owlbear headed straight on, so.
It's 28 points of healing.
Yeah.
Nice. As a bonus action, how far away is the owlbear away from the other thing?
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. It's 30.
Okay, so I'm gonna leave it there, and I'll attack the 2-headed monster again with the spiritual weapon.
Okay.
That's gonna be a 21 to hit.
Oh yeah, that hits.
That is a 4 points of damage.
Ooh.
Oh, I'm sorry. No, 9 points of damage. No, I'm sorry, 8 points of damage. 8 points of damage.
Alright. What's that?
Another zap in the head for him. A blue lightning energy.
Alright, so he'll take that in the back of the head and just go, "Roar! What is this? Me don't understand." Owlbear's up next, right?
Yes.
Alright, so the owlbear will look at David and see if he can just backhand David out. Which he will use two attacks in one to give Brock that little extra oof. So if he misses, he used 2 of his attacks. If he hits, he obviously used both attacks in that one swing.
But Mighty.
An athletics check for me.
It'll be acrobatics. If I'm able to hit you, and then it'll be kind of like being knocked prone with Thunder Wave. You'll be able to, as acrobatics, I do believe it is, to see if you can stay not prone. Oh, athletics. Oh yeah, I'll give both because I don't mind giving both, whichever one's greater for you. So let's see if he hits you first. Does a whopping 12 hit your AC?
It did not.
Alright, so he kind of winds up a little like longer, so you can clearly predict the swing, just duck. But as he realized he missed with his claw backhand, he's gonna go in straight with his beak and then try to, beak you to death. And realizing with a whopping 10, he missed.
That is good.
So this out there is not having luck on this turn.
There's a reason why there's purely hunting predators and there's purely ambush predators. Chances are, you could have just won.
As the owlbear.
It's me, Jedi, the samurai.
Yeah.
So I'm going to take out the halberd. I'm going to march up to the owlbear, so I'm flanking with Balazar and myself.
Yeah.
And I'm going to launch 2 attacks into this sucker.
Alright.
Nope, get down there. That was not good for a first hit. That will be 14 to hit.
14 hits.
Oh, I am genuinely surprised. That was a good roll for damage. That is 12 points of damage.
Ooh.
I know, puppy. Second hit. That was bad. That is going to be a 10 to hit.
10 misses.
And I'm going to bonus action surge for 2 more hits.
Dear God.
I am rolling so bad right now. I did less than 10. I did 9.
All right.
That's an 11.
Unfortunately, 11 misses.
That's it.
So, Balthazar, you can you know who I'm saying. You can see the Albo kind of like miss, and then you see Jedhai behind the Albo just kind of run up. He goes, yay, hit, and then just goes, miss.
Such a great use of that action surge.
It looks like this Albo was just kind of like moving his like waist and his butt to move out of the range of Jedhai's attacks. After you.
It's Vera.
All right, Vera, what are you gonna do? You just saw pretty much your party members are getting wrecked.
Is there anyone close to him? Like, who's next to them?
So the owlbear is getting flanked on both sides by Jedhai and Belshazzar, and then the NT is getting attacked by the spiritual weapon.
Okay. I'll do. And there's no one near the entity, right? Other than the spiritual weapon.
Correct.
The wolf got eaten at me.
Yes, the wolf did get yeeted at Zyri.
Okay. I will cast Erupting Earth at 3rd level. You have to make the dex saving throw of 16 or more.
All right, let's see. Does a 2 pass?
No,
Can it pass?
it cannot pass.
If I say pretty please because it's Christmas, can it pass? Okay, I tried.
Can I say pretty please one of those other attacks that I've missed?
You will not pass.
Oh. So what does this sorry.
So I just rolled it. It's 3d12 for damage.
Oh wow.
I rolled it with Beyond because I don't have 3, and I got a 28.
All right. So all it does is like shakes the ground.
So this is what it says. Choose a point you can see on the ground within range, which is the range is 120 feet. A fountain of cured earth and stone erupts in a 20-foot cube center on that point. Each creature in that area must make a dexterity saving throw. A creature takes 3d12 bludgeoning damage on a failed save or half as much damage on a saved one. Additionally, the ground in that area becomes difficult terrain until cleared. Each 5-foot square portion, the area requires at least 1 minute to clear by hand.
All right. Kind of messed up the 3rd, so you probably have difficult terrain coming to you. Right? Is it in a 30-foot? Oh, what is it? 10? 20?
Say again.
What's the area that's difficult terrain?
20 foot. It says 20 foot. It says 20 foot. Hold on. A foot fountain of cured earth and stone erupts in a 20-foot cube centered on that point.
Alright, so do you want to do the center point being him?
Yeah.
Okay, so then 20 feet from him in a cube. That's fine. 5, 10, 15, 20. Okay, so 20 feet would get you as well, so we'll just make it 5 feet behind him. So it's just from 5 feet behind him towards pretty much right in front of you. So if that's the case, it's a 20-foot cube. Actually, let me just look up kind of what the cube is. Kind of how what's its actual shape.
Yeah, puppy?
What's up?
What's up, bub?
Cube.
Hey.
Okay. Okay, so perfect. They do have an exact 20-foot one for D&D. So it would be pretty much 4 squares and then 5, 10, 15. Okay, so if we do from here, it would get the squares, so then we'll go 5, 10, 15. Okay, so it would be just pretty much outside of right where the path begins. So everything towards him and around him is difficult terrain. Perfect. Okay. Well done. Would that be it for you?
Good. Yes.
All right. So I do believe the entity is at the top of initiative because I do believe you're at the very bottom.
Yep.
So I got a lot of stuff. So difficult training. So that would be. Okay. Alright, so it would take his full. Oh wow. Let's not have that happen. It would take his full movement to get to you because of the difficult terrain, but he will walk up to Vera, just enough to where he will be in range. And he will look at you and attempt to swing at you while saying, "Hungry dinner." So the first 2 attacks. 26, I'm going to assume hits.
Yep.
Okay, second attack. $12.
No.
Okay. So this one will be with his battle axe. Will be 16 points of damage.
Alright, and I will use my reaction, which is Hellish Rebuke.
No. I need a what saving throw?
Dexterity saving throw.
Alright. I got a 19.
Okay, you take half damage.
Alright, what is half damage?
Hold on.
Mm-hmm.
Let's figure it out together. Half of 19.
So which would be about 9. Well, technically it'd be 9.5, so I wrote down to 9, so 9 points of damage.
Yep.
Which will bring it out. So as it goes and swings at you and you cast Hellish Rebuke, do you want to kill it or do you want to knock it out?
I'm gonna kill it.
You gonna kill it?
I mean, is this gonna come after?
What was that?
I said, it's just gonna come after someone else, and it threw good boy.
All right. So your hellish rebuke. I do believe it's whatever force it does. I think it's psychic.
It's no, it's fire damage.
Okay. So you kind of just like burn his.
It comes from my fingers.
Oh, okay. So as you pew it directly into the head and kind of just kill it, it'll just fall on its back completely dead. And then you'll see that owlbear just looked at his master, like fell and just become enraged. So after the NT?
Is Balasar, and then the owlbear's on deck.
Alright.
Alright, so. This really got me going. So. First Jedi on it as well. I'm gonna move my, as the bonus action, I'm gonna move my spiritual weapon towards me.
How far can it move? 20 feet? Alright.
And that won't reach the owlbear, right?
Correct, not yet.
Okay. And then I will. I'm gonna go ahead and pull out my maul and attack it.
Alright.
So, it's a 26 to hit.
Absolutely, 26 hit.
12 points of damage as I uppercut it upside the head.
12. Okay, you can see that blood is just coming down his face and everything, and in his mouth, and it's just looking at you with blood in its eyes. Would that be it?
Yeah.
Alright. It'll be the owlbear's turn. So it is just pure raging at this point, just with the blood, the fact that his master is dead. You're the closest thing in his sight, and it's just going to try to, kill you. So this, its first attack does an 8 hit.
No.
Alright, second attack. 22 hit.
Hit.
Alright. And then third attack. 9. Okay, so one attack hit. So this will be a 16 points of damage with his claw. And that will be the owlbear's turn. I missed 2 of the 3 attacks.
Gee, I wouldn't know what that was.
Can I also use my reaction for damage against him also?
Yeah. How many? You can do that up to your wisdom modifier, right?
I got four turns.
Yeah. You can go ahead and do it.
Okay.
So it's a dexterity save?
Dex saving throw.
I got a whopping 4.
That's a no. So let's 2d8 worth of damage back at him. That's going to be 10 points of lightning damage back at him for attacking me.
Do you want to kill him or unconscious?
I will kill the fuck out of him.
Alright, so as it just claws you, assuming your lightning just hits him right in the head, the back, the heart.
In honor of Zeus, you shall not, motherfucker.
As he gets hit with his spell, it will stand up on his hind legs and release out a loud roar, and it just falls to his side, dead.
Yeah.
Well, I was useful in that.
That was pretty cool.
Yeah!
Can I pluck some owlbear feathers from it?
Yeah, I was gonna say, we want to loot. Well,
I just want to get a couple owlbear feathers as a souvenir.
Yeah, you can loot some owlbear feathers. Let's see if the owlbear...
I'll be right back. I'm gonna figure out what my dog is barking.
Alright, so David, go ahead and roll me a D4 first.
a D4.
Yeah.
Alright. If I can pick it up. Now that's a 3 plus 1 is 4.
Alright, go and roll me a D6. Just don't add anything, just a plain D6.
Ooh, 1.
Alright. So, I'm assuming you guys are going to take your time looting this beast and plus the NT.
Yeah.
So David, you out of the owlbear, you'll be able to get 9 long and curved white claws that are ready to shot. So pretty much like its claws. So out of its 10 claws, you're able to get out 9 of them. And then when Brophy comes back, does anyone else want to loot the bear?
I was gonna say, I didn't leave yet because I didn't know we were gonna get rolls.
So
What do you need to roll?
D4. Just don't add anything.
Roll D4, don't add anything. Four.
Okay, roll me a D6.
Three.
Alright. You're able to skin it, get enough quality meat from it. You get about 10 pounds of meat. So while the men are looting the owlbears, do the women want to go loot the NT?
I was gonna say, do I get any feathers?
Yes, and feathers as well.
Okay.
What was that, Zaire?
I want to loot the big guy.
Big guy, alright. Oh, no, that's not what I wanted.
We're planning on making a necklace out of those owlbears.
I think you should make like Wolverine claws.
Well, I wonder if I can make gloves out of it.
Yeah, be dramatic. Come on, let's go.
Shit, yeah, this.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure, like, with the right person, you can make a weapon out of it.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, let me see. Cause I know they have a looting. Probably have it in. There we go. Okay, let me find the NT. Jingle bells,
Kind of in this state, Peter, can I go ahead and cast the Cure Wounds on myself again?
Yeah, you can go ahead and do that. all that fun stuff.
Ask anyone else if they're in need of any. Oh,
Get it, Serena. I'm sorry,
That's it. I could use some.
okay. How low are you?
I'm not like desperate, but like if you need it more, don't you?
Well, I got 15 points. So.
Alright, let me go find. I know I printed it out. It's like it's not.
We've got plenty of spots. I just want to know which spell slot to use for you.
Oh, I'm 31 out of 49.
Okay, I'll use a first level slot just to see where that's 2d8 plus 4 for you. 14 points of healing to you.
Oh, dope. Thank you.
Vera, did you say you needed some help?
Please, you're going. Stop standing on me.
Oh,
But attention.
No, she lost my pieces.
Oh no, not the peaches.
That's gonna be you guys' next quest: saving peaches.
I mean, I'm only down 16 points, so I'm not that bad.
Well, I could use a first level for you and heal you up a couple, if you want.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, I'll give you, this will be
Alright, you know what? I'm gonna take it off of.
12 points of healing for you.
Alright, Serena, go ahead and roll me a d12.
Ooh.
What? 2.
2.
Those.
It's good. So as you're looting him, since you said it, Serena,
No,
roll me
please. Mercy.
What? Into a dead body where
It wasn't a 1, Peter. It wasn't a 1.
5.
body and they die.
You will find 12 gold pieces.
Okay.
You will find 6 silver pieces. 3 copper pieces.
Wait, 12 gold. How many silver?
6 silver. 3 copper. You ruined the ending of that. 1 partridge in a pear tree.
I wonder how I'm okay.
Healing?
No, you do find a partridge in a pear tree.
Okay, interesting.
Gruffy bears.
Other than
And I need peaches.
it does have a battle axe and a morning star on it. There's a large size. Doesn't have any armor on it. It does have like large leather, not leather, sorry, fur to keep itself warm. But what you find interesting on it, it does have about 2 jumbo nails that are used for construction for a giant-sized dwelling.
My oh my.
Yeah, that's what you rolled.
We killed a construction worker.
Healing?
I hope you guys are happy. You killed Fred. No, you killed Bob the Builder.
Right now, Balazar, I only took the initial hit when the strike happened.
Okay.
Same for the other gear. I think they took more damage than me. I'm okay now. Oh, and yourself too. I think you took a walk from that over.
Went down to 3 hit points with that one attack.
So that's about all the things you guys find.
I would also like to suggest a short rest.
I was gonna say, I got all this meat. Wanna cook it up? Want food?
Let's cook it up. Let's eat something.
It took time for I woke back out. I'm like, alright, we're Gucci, let's go. I'm sorry about that, bro, but...
Your good boy will look at you.
And 10 pounds of food. Everyone's gonna get 2 pounds of well-cooked owlbear.
Your
Let's
good boy will look at you and just go, Gucci? Is that new food?
Yep.
Let's see what this Gucci tastes like. He'll look at you guys confused on like why you guys are laughing.
What an angel.
So Brophy, so Jedhide, roll me a cooking check, which will
And
be.
what do you want? What am I adding for this?
So I do believe it would be your performance cook. So it should be. I want to say your. Let's see, what does.
Survival check right there.
Well, unfortunately, survival doesn't. Is cooking's not under survival. So it's actually.
Can it be?
Yeah.
Well, it's actually probably be. No. Percent. No, not. Where's that?
I think performance would be about how good it is.
Yeah,
I think
performance.
performance would be like how like I'm not going on Top Chef or Chopped. I'm trying to cook some meat that we just made.
Oh yeah, go
I
ahead
thought
and
you
do
were
a
gonna like hibachi it, you know, and just like you're like the onion volcano and
Right.
yeah.
yeah, go ahead and do a performance check.
I can just cast safety flame on it and burn it, and you know, cook it real quick.
Just a straight die roll for me.
Bro, what the fuck did you do? Don't poison me.
Not 12.
What did you get? I can't hear you because you're laughing. Oh, nat 20.
Oh, nice.
Which is comes to a 21 with a Christmas bonus.
This is the best fucking album we've ever had.
Alright, so Jedhide, you know, it's like, you know what? That sounds like a nice. Let's take a nice rest. That's
my fault for going off the
right next to the two bodies. So he sets up a little campfire, you know, gets some twigs and everything. He starts cooking and he goes, you know what would be great with this owlbear? Some pine cones. So he grabs some of the pine cones and like crushes them up and like puts them in some water and like gives them a little seasoning and everything. And then he pours it into the meat. So the meat can soak up the pine cone nutrients. In about good 30 minutes because he's cooking like, you know, a pound of meat from owlbear, making everything's good and everything. He hands everyone a plate. He gives Good Boy a good portion of the pound because of what happened to Good Boy.
It's what he deserves.
And as you guys are eating it, it's fucking amazing. You don't know if it's because of the pine cone or the fact that Jedhide just secretly had this cooking skill that he never decided to like show you guys until now.
Yeah, I thought he just like randomly found some adobo in the forest and just like.
Welcome to Jedhide's cooking show. Brought to you by Jedhide.
You put some sofrito in that shit too?
Ah.
The cleric would like to remind everyone that while we're doing a short rest, you can use your hit dice to heal your tongue.
Alright everyone, welcome back to Binging with Jedhide here as we're cooking up the owlbear deluxe from the Vexalia Adventures. We're going to need some... Sorry, I've been watching this video lately.
So we'll say that you use a pound, so you still have about 8 pounds of owl meat. Right? Still. Yeah, so after you guys eat delicious, Good Boy will go, the Gucci tastes good.
we should do that.
What was that?
Sounds good, yeah.
Yeah, and so after you know, after you guys are done eating and everything, you guys will gather up your stuff. Feeling excited, you know. You guys did good, and then you head on. You still go, yeah. As you guys go, yay for random encounters.
I was about to say, I used one hit that. I'm already back to normal with the way fighter works with short rests.
Yeah. Yay, random encounters that don't die in one turn. So as you guys proceed, night starts to fall because it does take a full day to get to the town. Do you guys want to set up camp on the road still, or do you want to just go off about like 10, 5, maybe 15 feet and then set up camp?
Off the road.
I'd say yeah, like 5 to 10 feet off the road. So like anyone coming through like doesn't hit through our camp, but like we're not technically like in the forest.
Okay. And did you take those big metal nail rods that are used for construction, or do you just leave it with NT?
We're like, hey, do we need these?
Well, we don't have Apple's bag of holding right now, so...
Irene 7 will go, yes, they do need your guns.
Oh, then I shall leave them.
I'd like to take its weapons if no one did.
They are large size
But they're too
items.
big for me. He is a giant, and I am but a wee elf.
Can I carry my 20 strength?
I don't know, you can carry them. Just fine, just like they're so it'll be a large hand axe? No, great axe, I do believe.
I think you said Great Axe and Morningstar.
Yeah, a large great axe and a large morning star.
How large is a morning star?
You can one hand a morning star, so like a large one will be considered probably the size of you. Because an NT's probably about 7. Let me see
Are
how
you
tall
gonna
it
go
is.
full on cloud here with that battle axe? You know, just the size of you carrying around.
Maybe not the battle axe. Someone else can have the battle
I
axe.
really want to sell it. So I just want to dig it long enough to sell it. So I'll take the battle axe.
I'll take the morning star.
Alright, let's see. Let's see if I can find its height. Well, I cannot find its height, but it is a large creature, so it's in that category.
I mean, I'm already two-handed proficiency anyway, so...
Well, yeah, you're 200 proficiency with your weapons. Since it's a different size category, if you were to use it, you'll get disadvantage on it.
Okay, yeah, like I said, I'm just taking...
Yeah. It's always good to know because some players will think since it does still fall around the weapons they can use, they assume that since it's a size category larger, you can just wield it with no problem. But you need a special feat for that. There was
when a 7-foot tall dragonborn and a 5-foot human are technically in the same medium creature size class. When you get told this is a large item, not even a Goliath at max height can wield it with proficiency.
I think it's also one of those ones to, like, when they added monster humanoids to the D&D playable list, like centaurs, minotaurs, and all of them, they had to reduce them not to be in a large category anymore, to be in the medium size, because if you go up in a category, I do believe you get more bonuses. So instead of making it like, you know, Minotaurs have a +4 strength now because of the large size. Like, no, we're going to give them +2, make them medium. Alright, so yeah, you guys will just go off to the road. You still hear some lovely Christmas music as you're playing. As night falls, the pine cones light up lighter, so you have this beautiful nighttime lighting just surrounding you guys, making you guys feel home at home. It's not too cold, even though there's snow around. It's just nice enough where you guys can bear just falling asleep and then waking up. I do believe you guys have winter clothing. If not, we'll say you got winter clothing in the town over. So you guys are comfortable being able to sleep. Who wants to take first watch?
I will.
Alright, then we'll go, who wants to take second watch?
I will.
Alright. I mean, it's more than enough. I mean, you guys, whoever takes second watch is pretty much going to just stay up for the remainder of the day. So as you guys fall asleep and everything, Jedi is just keeping the fire going. Because at this point, it's pretty much who wants to take fire watch. Jedi will keep the first 8 hours because I think the elves only need 4. The elf, not the elves. I'm so used to having more than one elf in this group.
Dragonborn, Tiefling.
Right, the majority became the equal already. I don't know if there's a word for that, but
this still counts as a long rest if we do take a watch.
Yeah, because you won't wake up until your full 8 hours is done. And then once your full 8 hours is done, Brophy will go to sleep and then get his full 8 hours. So pretty much by the time everyone else is awake, Brophy is going to go to sleep and get his full 8 while you guys just kind of relax and do stuff.
Cool.
So that's why kind of most traveling parties will either go to sleep early, like at 9 or 8. So by the time their second watch goes to sleep, they'll still make it in time to like wake up at like 9 and get going. So we'll not worry about the time there, but you guys have a very successful evening of enjoying the light, the stars, the music, the food that Brophy left. If he decided to cook, we'll leave you guys a snack with the leftovers if anyone didn't eat their full potions. Zaire will snuggle up with Good Boy. And you just see that Good Boy just kind of, his tail just wraps around her like a blanket. Adkara. No, not Adkara. Wrong one.
Hey, but you got it right though. I'm super.
I did! Oh my god!
You did. Wrong character, but you got the name right. I'm so good right now.
Thank you.
You get 10 gold.
Yeah, I get 10 gold. Hold on, let me write that down. Peter gets 10 gold. Alright. Balthazar. Balazar. Balazar, yeah. He was asleep, with his armor shield. Kind of used his shield as like a tent a little bit. Or like a side pillow, whatever. Vera will kind of just, get in her sleeping bag. You guys all have sleeping winter equipment, so it's all good. Brophy, roll me a joy check. This will be based off of whichever one of your stats is the highest. So you're just going to use the modifier.
No Christmas bonus 17, with Christmas bonus 18.
Okay. So what this joy check does is having this moment with your friends, your traveling companions, even though you don't have all your companions with you, it is still a beautiful moment. It's still a joyful moment, and you can't wait to tell your other companions what you got to experience here.
That's why I have the elder feathers.
Elder feathers. So that's, even though it was, if you would have failed, it kind of would have led you into a little bit of the depression, sadness, but you pass the DC, and you're just very joyful, and you're very optimistic, since, you're usually the one who goes to the person and goes, "You okay? Anything wrong?" And everything's going to work out, being Jedi Samurai.
Naively optimistic.
Yes, naively optimistic. But other than that, your watch goes uneventful. As the rest of the group wakes up. Actually, Zairi will wake up first since she only needs 4 hours, I do believe. So halfway through your watch, Zairi wakes up. And good boy, I mean, he doesn't really need sleep, but he goes to sleep as a pillow/blanket for Zairi.
Does good boy want any pocket bacon before I start putting this food away?
He'll
yeah.
he'll open his mouth like, yeah. So this will give you guys a little time if you guys want to roleplay together.
So how far does everyone think we're away from the town?
Just Zairi and Jedi.
In his sleep.
He's talking in his sleep.
Oh my god, he just loves traveling so much.
He really does. So glad we added him to the group because we do travel a lot.
Yeah.
No, you drop that right now. No.
Oh, good boy. It's okay, good boy. I can fix that phone later.
Okay, look, his wallet on the floor because he's learning. Yoshi was like, yeah, I'll show him that.
It's on the floor.
Yeah, you were a naughty girl.
Good boy looks confused, but I'm a good boy. What is this naughty girl? Oh, your real dog. Okay.
Serena's dog, not Zairi's
I bet hopefully it's just like that one good
Good
boy.
boy's always a good boy. Would never chew on a wallet.
What's a
The
wallet?
enemy's wallet.
Opens up the wallet, has Zara's ID. What the?
So does Jedi and Zairi want to roleplay?
I don't think we'll have anything to talk about.
I'm surprised you weren't gonna chew me out for not forgetting off the path.
Oh yeah, fuck you. Thanks for reminding me of my anger.
You're welcome.
Jedi, I would like you to look my sweet boy in the eye and apologize to him for what happened today. He should not have had to cut through that.
I pull up one of the many owlbear feathers. I want to affix it into his collar or into, like, you know, the back of his ear or whatever works best, and just be like, I'm very sorry I was the one that caused that. And then I'll lay back.
He'll kind of like give you like a nod.
Yeah, nothing. Means he accepts your apology. You're lucky.
He'll turn to you and with his like psychic link that he has connected to you, he's like, I can eat him later.
Psychically back and like, nah, I'll probably need him.
Oh, okay. But he gave me feather.
Yeah.
I am
He did.
free now.
Huh?
He gave me feather. I am free.
Stop.
Dobby is free.
Plus,
Okay.
he did cook us that pretty good steak. Or an elder steak.
Okay, he stays. Alright, so after getting yelled at by Zairi for a good like 5 minutes and apologizing to Good Boy, if there's nothing else you guys want to talk about, we'll have the rest of the party wake up. So Belazar and Vera will wake up, and allowing Jedi to go to sleep.
Peace out. Let's take him. Yep.
I'm proud of you again. That's twice now you've gotten my name correct. So
Yay! But now you jinxed it, so I won't get it right the next time.
That twice was more than I expected to begin with.
Yay! I love to exceed my friend's expectation of myself.
Expectation. That's what you're doing right now.
At least I don't go, that one. Which one? The one who heals you guys. That person. That person's turn is next. So this will give the three who are up a chance to roleplay if you guys want to. If not, we can skip to past the 8 hours of Brophy waking up.
And
I think it was good. I would just wonder how far away we are from the town.
You talk in his sleep is
I'm awake now.
you still talk to his
That's my flaw with my sleep.
Does Vera want to talk about anything?
You can yell Jedi too, you know. Everyone can actually yell at Jedi.
He's sleeping. I mean, who knew he could cook?
There's one saving grace.
Did that help not make you mad at him?
Greatly. Who knew a dog just grew on trees?
We'll be meditating this juice.
Alright, so we'll have that time go by. Brophy will Jet High will wake back up. Stretch gives you guys time at this point to kind of gather your things. Give Jet High like about 10 minutes to wake up, wash his face and all that stuff after he kept watch. Do you guys want to... Yeah, do you guys want to cook a full-blown breakfast before you go, or do you just want to eat your rations and then be on your way?
So I took whatever was left over and made pocket bacon for everyone to snack on as we go.
All right.
Pocket bacon.
So as everyone gets ready, Jet High will go around to each of you guys and hand you a little sack of pocket bacon. That will last a good day. So pretty much he made his own rations.
Is there any good dry wood running around or anything like that I can collect for future fires?
Roll me a perception check. Let's see.
It's one thing I can do with strength is I can at least carry shit. Perception. That is a 24.
Luckily enough, yes, you will say you find a small pile that hasn't yet be fully drenched by the snow or the wetness around. So yeah, you're able to find some wood.
This way we at least have some for future, just in case.
All right, so so you guys will get your things, get the wood, and be on your way. Get back to the path. It doesn't look like anyone has traveled on this path. There's no extra footprints or anything of that nature.
I took out my rope and put it back into my backpack.
Yes. Alright, so off you guys go. As you approach a small clearing up ahead, you hear the hustling of a busy town. So you can have chatter, wagons moving around. You hear people singing and laughing as well. As you look ahead, you can see a bridge that looks to connect to the other side. As you get close to the bridge, you notice that the town is similar to a small island surrounding on all sides by frozen water. The bridge seems like the best way to safely cross the bridge. Do you want to use the bridge or do you want to go ice skating?
Bridge.
Rich. Even though I feel like something awful will happen anyway, either way.
I do want to do a perception check to see.
Only come to it.
What's that, David?
I want to do a perception check to see if there's any like trolls or bad guys or trolls.
No, none of that. It just seems like an empty bridge. There's a plaque at the beginning of the bridge that says "Welcome to Santa's Village."
I make sure I got my letters front and ready in the front of the bag. Drop it off.
Other than that, it's not. But as you guys are like saying like all like bridge, Good Boy will get close to the ice and then look back at Zyra and go, "This is what Jedi would do."
You can cross the water.
As he like touches the frozen water. But then he'll come back to you.
I'll be like, good one.
He goes, thanks. I've learning. I'm learning how to do joke.
You're very good at it.
Thank you.
Very amused.
So as you guys like, as they're having that little small conversation, you just kind of see them like staring at each other, looking like they're having a conversation, but it just looks like they're staring at each other and like zoning out. So you guys cross the bridge?
That's just a pattern right there.
Yeah, that's just a bit like, I'm looking at you, cat. My cat looking at me back. Did we just have a moment? Yes. So.
The idea, no, that's just fun with that.
What was that, David?
Is the bridge frozen?
No, it is not. As you get closer to the bridge, yes, okay, I already said that. The bridge seemed like the best way across safely. As you cross the bridge, it's decorated in a colorful array of tinsel and pine. The bridge is made of wood and joy. As you get to the end of the bridge, you are stopped by two gnomes. One in a green outfit with a red Santa hat and pointed shoes, while the other is in a red outfit, green Santa hat, and pointed shoes. So this would be as, again, the bridge arcs over, and as you guys get to the bottom of it, and you can clearly see the town as you're descending from the bridge. And then as you get closer to the end of the bridge, these two gnomes pop out. The gnome in the green outfit, with a smile, says, "Welcome, jolly adventurers. My name is I had this name last night, but totally butchering it now. Tojin, Tiger Toaf.
How do you spell that?
Tonjin. Tojin. He's going to pronounce it Tojin. Tiger Toaf.
So Tojin.
Yeah, Tojin, Tiger Toaf.
I'm just gonna call him Tojin.
Triple T.
Sounds like toe jam.
This is the gnome in the green outfit. And, okay, so here's my name is Tojin, Tiger Toaf. And this gnome next to me is my sister, Bambi, Tiger Toaf.
Bambi?
Bambi.
And she's in the red ones?
Correct. She is the red outfit, green Santa hat, and pointed toes. While Tojin is the one in a green outfit with a red Santa hat and pointed toes. We welcome you to Santa Village. Feel free to look around. You can even talk to some folks around here in order to see if they need help with anything. Rumor has it that Jack Frost has come back and done something to Santa. That's why we...
Jack Frost.
Thank you for interrupting me, you douche.
I'm sorry, I thought I heard you pause. I thought I heard you stop.
The gnome will say that. Not Peter, the gnome will say that.
I have a slight feeling that was the gnome.
Yes, just want to make sure that it's a gnome. That's why we have not seen him all year. If you'd like to know more, find a village elder. He is all-knowing. After saying that, most of the gnomes will skip off into the village without looking back.
You didn't tell me who Jack Frost was.
Yep, they did not, and they just skip off into town.
You have a 17 as a natural or a passive insight. Do I feel like that they're just? Do I feel like they're telling the truth and all that?
Yeah, you have no reason to distrust them. They seem like they're very genuine. They even welcomed you to this town, gave you a bit of information about a rumor in the town, and even told you where to go. So they gave you more information than most towns would have given you.
That's appreciative.
Yeah.
I love how I have a note that says, "At this time, show the players a map," but I already showed you guys it. It's fine.
Say it again?
I have a note in my notes on my writing that says, at this time, show the players the map. But I already showed you guys it.
I was saying, I thought we saw the map earlier, so it's like...
I know. So as you guys are at the end of the bridge and as the two gnomes skip away, you do notice that all of the townsfolk are actually gnomes. They're either in a various different clothing of Santa's helpers' attires. So they have seasonal colors on. It could be a array of different colors as well. But all of them do have pointed shoes.
Jedi can't help but think of a former friend of his now in this attire. Just can't help but give it a big grin.
As you know, Jet Hide's giving me a grin, and everyone else is kind of like a little fascinated at this. A moment later, something catches your eye, and as you're looking at the buildings are all actually normal-sized buildings. They're not small, so they're normal-sized buildings for small people.
Well, thank goodness I'm 6'7".
But some of the town folks, they do notice you, but they don't pay no mind to you at all. Some of them wave at you, say welcome as they pass you with their carts.
Hi.
Hi. So what do you guys want to do? So you guys can head to the inn. You can go talk to some people. You can go back into the forest and train, hunt. You can go ice fishing. What do you guys want to do in this town? Oh, this village. Sorry, this village.
Okay, so my idea is we need to talk to the Zelda Dukes. We need to find out what's up with Santa.
Right?
I
Get some
would like to
information
see.
on cool.
I wouldn't mind seeing if there's a place to grab healing potions. I don't know about you guys, but I am out. And I'm pretty sure both of us are either out or at one.
Yeah, we should get some healing potions.
I'd like to try to find an armor or
Sully's giant weapons.
a weaponry person and I guess a medical thing as well. Yeah, I want all of it.
Alright, so here's a question then. Do we want to travel as a group, or do you guys want to split individually? Since there are only 4 of you, you can each individually split, and that won't take much time. Probably give everyone a 15-minute turn. Or you guys can travel together.
Shop as a group.
Yeah. I mean, I'm
You
just...
wanna go window shopping again there, Zyler?
Yeah.
It just...
I thought you were switching up walk away for a second. I was like, what I do? I wasn't even annoying that time.
No.
You're never annoying
Like,
unless you hit me in the shoulder with an arrow.
No, that was just Peter going, I am the DM, just asked if they wanted to split the group, and they did not say, let's not split the group.
Yeah, for a change. We
Right.
did not split the group.
Again, this is it gives you guys one at actually rare time, since there's only 4 of you guys, to actually have a solo turn. That it's okay if it lasts a little bit longer, because you don't need to worry about everyone getting a turn. So I
Can we like link arms and like what was it about skip throughout the town?
yeah, if that's what you guys want to do, go for it.
Well, just the wizard.
All right. So as you guys
The Elder, the one about Elder Summerland.
as you guys sing that song, you can hear like 2 gnomes just look at you like, I feel like we should be offended by this, but I don't know what they're singing.
Are there gnomes walking around like all of us here?
Oh yeah, if you look at the map, Irene will produce the map again to you guys. There's no labels on the map, but that's a general layout of how the village works. It's, it has its outer towns or its outer buildings, a road, an inner circle with an inner houses, a second inner circle with inner houses, and then a statue in the middle with 4 campfires, and what looks like to be a village hall, which is the biggest building in the middle, where you guys can determine. But other than that, there's no.
And the first gnomes did say that the elder's house was in the top left, correct?
No, the gnomes didn't tell you anything about locations.
I thought they said that you can see the village elder in the top left. Okay, I must have missed that. That's Santa's workshop, right?
Right.
Yes, that is what Irene told you.
Okay.
So I would like to stop and ask some of our small friends if they would mind giving us a bit of directional help as we are new to the town.
Yeah, you stop one of them, and they will look at you like, yeah, I can do that. What you need?
Well, we're looking for many things. We're looking for healers, or perhaps maybe some sort of medical situation. We are looking for an armorer, blacksmith maybe, and possibly information that you might have on the folder, which we need to talk to as well.
Well, we'll go one at a time. We'll go to, you say you needed medical?
Yes, do you have a shop that might be of assistance for us?
We do. The shop is run by, I want to make sure I get the notes for this as well, so I'm going to make sure I get my notes ready. So this will be, it's for medicine.
Yeah.
Our healer, his name is Lorick. So
Waldman?
Lorick. Lorick Heel Hands is his name, full name.
Unbeautiful name.
Why, thank you.
Very convenient.
Well, we want to make it a little bit as easier as we can for adventurers so they don't mix us up.
Well, and that was also how things were really on back in the day. If your last name was Smith, it was because your family were blacksmiths.
Right.
Apparently, a lot of people used to be blacksmiths.
Oh, it's actually funny that you mentioned that tall, hairy one.
You've heard.
The blacksmith it's actually a female, but she goes by Smith.
You a chestnut because you were roasted. Oh.
Actually,
You go on an open fire around here.
I'm sorry. So go ahead, the blacksmith.
And we are looking for Jack Frost.
No, the elder.
Santa's name.
the female's name will be Loriza.
This is for the doctor, basically?
This is a blacksmith, his name. The doctor's name is Lorick.
Okay, can you say it again?
Loriza.
Lorca. The owner of the shop for medicine-y stuff is Lorick. And the blacksmith's is Lorca.
It's Lorica Timbersmith.
And the elder?
You have to talk to his wife to find out more about him.
Which I heard would be what?
Who will be who?
Is that are you?
I am not his wife, no.
Yes. And what
So
would
what's-
her name be?
Oh, her name. Give me a second as I pull up my memory sheet in my brain.
Brenna says hi to everyone.
Hi, Brenna.
Tell her we miss her.
Hi? I was say, is she on video chat?
No, she, I sent her a joke text about rolling, like, crap for an entire battle, and then I roll in that 20 on the cooking.
Oh.
Like, everyone, like, I still chat back and forth with her every once in a while, and I'm like, this is pure D&D, and I need to send that. Like, it was just a funny meme, and he's like, oh, hey, it should be around that time. Tell everyone to say hi. She's out of town at the moment.
10-4. The village elder's wife is named Mindy.
Mindy. We'd like to ask, where they're located, of course.
You can find an elder's wife. It should be the elder in the village hall. It's where they live and conduct meetings. Blacksmith is on the right side of town, and the healer's on the left side of town.
And also, while I have them there, I would like to know if they recommend any particular inns for adventurers like ourselves to sleep at, where we have a drink and food.
Well, we only have one inn, and that is called a Jolly Ollie Ollie Inn.
Jolly Holly Holly.
The Jolly Ollie Ollie.
Jolly Holly Holly.
And where might that be located?
Oh, it's right behind me.
Where are we?
In the beginning of it. So pretty much right, well, that the first building on your left is, that's the inn.
Well, thank you, little fellow, or ma'am. I can't really tell what you are. Just kidding.
I'm more offended that you called me little than ma'am or sir.
I don't know your pronoun.
Yeah, that was a good one, Scales. You thought that was funny?
Yes. Yes, I thought so.
It's okay, at least I don't run into doors.
What? If I push him, I tip the scales.
Ah.
Boo. Boo. Get off the stage, boo.
Alright, so what do you guys want to head to first?
Let's. I say the.
I was gonna say,
What?
next to the inn. I mean, we'd probably be good to set ourselves up, maybe in the room. But that's up to y'all. What do y'all want to do?
Let's secure a room for now.
Yeah, I like it.
We'll be right there.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Maybe we can get some information about Jack Frost while we're inside. You know,
Yeah.
see what Skinny is on Fat Guy.
I have a slight feeling that'll get us in trouble here too. If you just randomly say fat guy.
Oh.
Alright. Nope, that's not what I wanted. No, go back. I wanted my thing. I wanted my snacks. Okay, so as you guys enter... Oh, that's why I can't. That's why it pulled up snakes, because I put in Christmas snakes and not Christmas snacks. Woo!
Are you getting just like a bunch of like candy striped snakes?
I got a lot of snakes with Santa hats on. And like little sweaters and everything. And I'm like, why don't they show me snakes?
Now here's the thing. Do they have it on their head, or is it kind of like the hat flipped to the side and it kind of like slithers and just has
It's on their head.
Just traditionally eat snakes on Christmas.
My spelling is on par. Oh, apparently that's not it either. Oh well. So yeah, as you guys go in, it's even with the patrons being gnomes and everything, everything is again of a normal size, building, chairs, tables, and everything else. You'll hear the bartender will say, welcome travelers, please come to the bar and I may quench your thirst, and bless you, young lady. You're welcome. As you guys get to the bar, bartender will be like, so what will we be having in this fine evening?
Hi, you said hi. Hey, Mariah, what's the house special?
Peppermint snobs.
I'll try that.
Thank you.
Perfect. That will be about 2 copper pieces.
No.
I was gonna say I'll pull out silver. I'll pull out silver. Can I get one for the round for everyone?
By all means. He would just like drop it on the ground.
That also helps make up for your lunch earlier.
Well, no, Jedi to the Samurai, sounds like you're in a pretty hot seat. You might be on her bad list. Well, filled with lots of bad puns here.
Oh,
That was great. Keep them coming.
Yeah.
So anything else I can do for you, or is it just drinks?
Do you have any open rooms available?
Yeah, so many people talking. Yes, we got all the rooms. Which rooms do you want?
Did you want to say something about Lazar, or are you good?
No.
Yeah. How do you guys want to do this? Just room for each of us, or do you just want to get 2 rooms?
We can have 2 rooms. We keep it that way.
Yeah, guys and girls.
Mm-hmm.
What?
I would hope so, yes.
Alright, that'll be 1 silver.
So I'll get this one, guys.
Oh wow, thank you. And he'll give you candy cane keys.
Yeah.
Say that 5 times fast.
Nah.
Candy.
So Zyri starts to proceed to like say candy cane keys 10 times fast. Make me a con save, Zyri. See if you pass out or not.
All my dice are going in the trash. Wasn't a nat 1, I will tell you that. I rolled 9.
9. All right. So you don't pass out, but you get to the point of like turning blue, because you're trying to say it. Darker blue, I guess. You're blue. But then you go, oh.
I was about to say, catch yourself before you start seeing sugar plum fairies everywhere.
Sorry, my dog straight up started to eat my dice.
He's a thief.
That's a bad girl.
Oh, girl, I keep forgetting. You have 2 dogs.
I'll tell I'll throw a gold piece to
This is yours.
the lady. Is it lady?
Yes.
And I'll tell her that we'll probably secure these rooms for a few nights with this gold piece, if that's okay.
Oh, it's perfectly fine.
Just had a question for you. Because we were traveling through and we heard that we wanted to talk to this Santa fellow. We heard you happen to know anything about that? You know what happened?
Well, rumor does have it that she looks around. And she looks around, there's like no one in the inn, but she still looks around anyways. And she goes, "You don't need to get that close to me, Sonny."
Sorry, I took that.
Yoshi.
Well, rumor has it that Jack Frost has come back to town and has tampered with us communicating with Santa. And no one knows how to get back to see Santa except for the village elder, but village elder said he has everything under control, so we haven't worried too much about it. But we are getting a little nervous. It's getting closer and closer to Christmas, you see.
What's the usual form of communication? Letters?
Well, yes, actually.
Well, we also have a very important letter to send to Santa.
Well, I would
I'm
first...
pretty sure everyone in this town does.
Oh, yes, we have... letters have been piling up for all year round. We got them from all over the lands.
All over the land? So is it all Summerlands and then some?
Oh, yes, we get them from Silent Night, from Five Points, from the Dread Forest, and even Summerlands.
Because he doesn't believe in Santa.
You do it. And so, do those usually get sent off more northeast?
The letters?
Yeah. They have to go somewhere so you can read them.
Oh, yeah, well, we send them to Santa's Tower. It's the left corner of town. You have to take a bridge to get there, but the bridge has been magically blocked off, and, well, we can't get past it.
Is that Jack Frost doing?
We do believe, but at the same time, we haven't seen Jack Frost in over, I don't know, 200 years.
Oh my.
So, it's really hard to believe it's him again, but yeah, you never know.
Player to DM question.
Yes.
Does that make any sense with any of the Four Kings stories that we've been trying to piece together as we've been going through? Or does that seem more like less time, more time?
Well, time-wise, it's
Time lock.
yeah, it's kind of like, so these years may have gone different for different people, because you guys do know that the Dread Forest, they don't go by normal time that everyone else does. So when they say 200 years, it could actually be 200 years, and then this place is also time locked without these people actually knowing.
I just didn't know if it was a thing where it was like 200 years. Oh, that's when Gustro was supposed to be going through all the different lands and setting up all of the labs and whatnot. So I thought that was...
You do know that pretty much, you know that Santa's Village or anything to evolve with Summerlands, if Wrong King has anything to do with Santa's Village, that it was after he was, after they conquered this land.
Yeah. Okay.
I have also a question for you, Innkeeper.
Yes.
And I don't mean to pry, so I do apologize if this is a sensitive thing. But I've noticed that everyone is of a smaller stature here as being gnomes, and all of your stuff seems to be of a more average human height. Do you have any explanation for that by any chance?
Oh, yes, we do. Not many people actually ask that, but to be fair, we haven't got many people here. Well, you see, this town used to be run by humans. But I'm assuming you haven't got further into town, but due to Wrong King taking over, we gnomes were actually prisoners in this land. And these humans were actually quite evil. But thanks to Wrong King, we actually took over. He ran the humans out, and we were able to take the land. And we kept the buildings the same size in case Wrong King and his men came back. We have no problem dealing with the height difference. We get around.
I was to say, I thought it was just aesthetic.
Oh no! Well, you see, Jack Frost actually used to run this town till Wrong King drove him off.
Oh.
But since then we haven't seen him at all. We assume he was wounded in battle and died from his wounds.
And you said someone did see him recently?
Oh
Or
no. That
That
was
was the name that was shouted.
his name. It's just he was the leader of this village, and when Wrong King came to liberate this village, Jack Frost fought back. And eventually, luckily for us, he lost. So we were freed, and now we take over. And then we run this town. We keep to ourselves, so we don't have much contact with the outside, but we have everything we need here.
Excellent.
I'm just gonna turn the Xylian gear at this point and be like, it'd be really freaking funny to see Gerbo here.
Imagine. I don't even remember the last time I saw him.
He's back at 5 points. I know that because that's where his boss Raven is.
Then keep talking about him.
So what are you guys gonna do? You gonna ask a little bit more questions? What do you guys want to do?
You said that the town elder hasn't been here recently? Or anyone?
No, he knows. He said he's taking care of the Senate issues. But if you want to go see him, he should be in the town hall. That's where he lives. Yeah, that's where him and his wife lives.
The village hall, is that in the middle of town?
Oh yes, actually. It makes it easier since he's in the middle of the whole village. It's just easier for everyone to. If they have any questions, they're usually out on the porch, supervised. Not really supervised, just watching, see if anyone needs any help.
And because we are new to town, about how long would it take us to walk there?
Maybe 10 minutes.
Okay.
I was about to say, so do you want to drop off some of that heavy, giant, large item equipment that you guys picked up in the rooms, and we'll go over there? Start getting some stuff done, chicken boxes.
Do we want to kind of do a shopping thing first, or I thought that's what we wanted to do. The
I'm not doing
shopping.
that first.
Kind of go to the armor and the medicine shop, and now that we've got a place secure.
Yeah, let's look around the town.
I like that. I'll finish the drink.